Hello again, welcome back to All Crone Up. It's Francis at the beach. It's extremely blustery, but I found this is where I came last time, to this really excellent little, hopefully little kind of, I'll show you it. Oh, here comes the water. My toes are wet. So I'm back at the sea. It's just the most beautiful thing, honestly. I love it so much. I went swimming earlier on today. I'm going to go back in later on with my wetsuit because it was really, actually the sea is quite warm. It's September, so probably the sea is at its warmest, but there's quite a cold wind. Anyway, and I've met up with a very lovely woman that I know who lives here, and we went for a swim. It's not really a swim because I don't know if you can see these waves. They're actually quite big. So we went for a play in the surf, and you can also see there's quite a lot of seaweed. So initially when I went in, I was like, oh God, there's seaweed everywhere, and it was kind of going around my legs, and I was feeling anxious because the waves were quite big, and I'm not a particularly strong swimmer. There are lifeguards, so I didn't feel like unsafe, but I just felt like, oh no, a bit scared. And then I suddenly just said to the sea, I said, oh, come on then, let's get in, because I couldn't get in because the waves kept coming, so it kept pushing me back onto the shore. So when I said that, this enormous wave just toppled me right over. It was really funny. My friend was laughing. She said, oh, sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. I said, no, it's fine. It must have been looking really funny. But I was really, because I had asked for it. And so, one, be careful what you ask for. But also, I was really quite happy that it had happened. And then I suddenly stopped myself and I thought, what am I actually scared about? And instead of fighting the energy of this enormous ocean, which of course you can't fight, I just suddenly thought, oh, okay. And then I just let myself go. I was fine with everything wrapping around my body and wrapping around my legs. That was no issue anymore. And I just allowed the sea to kind of move me around. So if you go with it and just accept the energy that's presented to you, then that gives it an entirely different experience. And after that, I was laughing like a silly little girl. Well, not silly, but just like a little girl, and just with such thrill and just this beautiful time that I was having with the sea. So instead of fighting something, just try and kind of go, okay, this is what's happening. All right, I accept this for now, and just go with it. So what is it that you may be coming up against and really trying to butt up against and not knowing how to flow through it? If you think water is it's a very feminine energy actually, and you can't mess with water, because if you try and stop it, just go round or it go over. So if you try and be more like water, here it is. See, it heard me. And then it's just, it's all good. It's all flowy, and then you start flowing with life, and it makes everything easier. So that's it for today, I think. I'm going back in a bit. I'm going to go get my wetsuit, get my what's that thing, bodyboard, and go and play. Look at the waves. They might not look as big as they look here. Okay, have just a beautiful day. Lots and lots of love. Mwah. Bye.